So I recently was playing a game of Among Us, and one of the tasks you get is to cook fish. And in this task, there's a timer at the bottom of the screen. And I thought that would be a really cool timer to have when you're actually cooking. I guess you could use the timer for anything else. So here's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna need to come up with a 3D model. I'm going to need to design it and also print it. And for designing it, I modeled it in Fusion 360. I was able to get it down to 2 parts, which was the front and the back of the timer. And the front of the timer has the cutout for the display. So once I got this model, I sent it off to the 3D printer to get printed, and that was easier said than done. So the back printed, as you can see, the back printed up fine, but the front, I don't know how many prints I went through, but I can show them now. And when I finally figured out that the infill was too fast, I was able to get it working, partially. I don't know. Halfway through the print, the support structure just decided to give up. Luckily, it didn't end the print because it was almost done. It was like 3 hours of printing, but it finally finished, and now I got the 2 parts ready to be painted. But before we get painting, I need to start working on the code. So for the electronics, I'm just keeping it simple. There's this cheap yellow display. Yes, that is what it's called. I mean, it's the ESP. I'll put up the numbers somewhere on the screen. The cheap yellow display is the nickname is given it. It's practically ESP32, which is a touchscreen. So by simplifying the parts, I can mainly just focus on the code. Now for the code, I went to throw my laptop across the room many times. So for the code, I'm keeping it quite simple. I'm using the Arduino IDE, I guess, for connecting it to the ESP32. I found this great repo that goes over the cheap yellow display like I was talking about earlier. I'll link in the description. It helps so much. I have really good examples about how to use this display. But yeah, so I just use Arduino with the ESP32 dev module. So currently I have the display just going down from 10, counting down from 10, and then it does the exclamation point like in the game. So that part is working. I think the next thing I need to work on for this would be I need to figure out a way to tap, because like right now right now it's on a loop. So I need to figure out how to, I kind of want to have it where you tap it, it starts counting down from 10, and then it stays on the exclamation point. And I believe these boards have sound. That's the thing I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this board, hopefully my board has the sound, because if not, I want it to make it sound like it does in the game. Okay, I got to update. So I was able to add touchscreen capabilities to it. So this doesn't have a speaker built in it, but it has the expansion to do it. The thing is, I don't have a speaker right now, and I kind of don't want to get a speaker for this project, but I do have a buzzer, and I'm just gonna rely on this. So this is how it works. I think this is practically this is the final product. So when you first boot it up, you have to hit the screen and start the timer. And then once it goes all the way down, it goes off. And then you just have to touch the screen to restart it. So I think this is it. Now all we gotta do is paint and assemble. If you're enjoying the video, hit the like button and subscribe button. I hope you're enjoying it so far. If you got any other suggestions or ideas of what I should make, leave it in the comments below. Alright, so I think that's it for the first coat. There are definitely some things I need to touch up, but I think that's it for the painting. I think I'm gonna do one more coat off camera. Now, all we gotta do is assemble it and test it out.